Excuse me for a second. I'm distracted here. I'm actually somehow I've managed to get less competent at this. Hope everybody's doing well. Uh, everybody's doing good. I have notes. I lost my notes. I actually do write notes for these things, but I rarely look at them. Little Richard died today. Pioneer rock and roll. Love him, hate him, or whatever. You can't deny his role. That's the thing about music. Whether you like somebody, you don't like them, you can't deny their role. Uh, it's one of those things where, what a life, what a life. I mean, now I think the only original left is Jerry Lee Lewis, and every time you hear that somebody dies, if you're my age, you think, oh, it's Jerry Lee Lewis, and it's never Jerry Lee Lewis, but it will be soon because he's up there. But we don't have stars to that level anymore. We don't have these mega stars that shape things the way they used to. Weather's been out there. A little snow in May. Let's see. We've got the plague, and then we've got the weather, and now these murder hornets are coming. So those are the locusts, as mentioned in biblical terms. End of days, anyone? The lot of stuff going on in the state. They're going back and forth on when they're opening and they're closing stuff. I don't think people realizing that we just got to retool the way we do things, the way we live life. We've got to do this massive, retooling. Drive-in theaters should come back. They really should. I've wanted them back for years. Now they should come back. They should have drive-in restaurants. A drive-in restaurant. The cost is less. You still got to have the kitchen. You still got to have some bathrooms, but you don't have the big dining area. People eat in their cars. You don't have to clean up. You don't have the dining. It's a perfect idea. Several things I've said on the show, I see on the news 2-3 days later. I see on the news. The people that are making 6-7 figures are getting paid to either copy or come up with ideas later. The conspiracy theorists are coming up. Now, I'm all for conspiracy theories that work. The problem with the internet is that you can get the theory out there at the speed of stupid. So people get out there and they put their theories out there and they just don't validate them. It used to be they were in a print magazine. You had to at least wait another month to see a new copy of it, and people gathered their information. It took time to digest it. There's so much up there about this virus on both sides. It's all ridiculous. The numbers can't yet be calculated. Everybody's going in uncharted waters acting like they're Magellan and they know the route, and they don't. So just own it. Own it. Como does a pretty good job of owning it in New York, New York. These people fighting to reopen. I understand why you want your thing reopened. I understand the need to have it reopened. I just don't understand the risk. The risk. If one person can trace back to that, you have a potential for a bigger monetary hit. Not to mention the ethical thing of was that responsible for that person's illness potentially. Now, I don't understand why you have a park closed, a golf course open. I don't understand why a big box store is open, but a mom and pop store isn't. If you're going to do one, you can do the other. I think that I have a little more trust in the ability of the mom and pop store to contain the cleanliness of this environment than the big box store. And neighborhoods need those stores. There's a lot of neighborhoods, places that don't have quote neighborhoods, don't understand the need of those stores. They are a vital, necessary resource. And they need to be open. We need to find alternative ways, turn your parking lots of restaurants into drive-ups, like I was just saying, and do that. Go back to the old ways, There's so many things you can do, but people are just trying to fix. They're not trying to adapt at all. We have to adapt to survive. The planet is telling us to adapt and evolve. It's telling us to move on. It's trying to eradicate us. First month of this, the water in the Schuylkill's clearer You can see it. You can see it. You can see the roofs of the cars at the bottom. No, I'm exaggerating about the roofs of the cars. But pollution's down. The sky's clear. Noise pollution's down a little bit. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better all around. Um, the we talked about the weather getting weird. We talked about all that, but it just bothers me that I see stuff that I say out here is on the news, and all of a sudden it's a revelation when somebody says it. Who's wearing a tie and a tie and no pants. Okay, bottomless mainstream media. I keep saying that. Uh, I hope that's one prediction doesn't come true. Uh, the whole bottomless mainstream media thing. But this whole thing has been, like I said before, it's been stressful, not restful. It's you gotta you gotta pace yourself, and families are at their breaking points. Uh, what you should do is put up little Richard on, and listen to some uh, Good Golly Miss Molly or Tutti Frutti, and and get your groove on. Uh, Whether you like the music or not, you can't deny the lineage of the music. You can't deny the importance of the music. Um, I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get a little. I might do an interview today. I might call one of my buddies who's into music way more than me, and do that. Um, and Yeah, I think I may do that later today. Uh, and that might be interesting. So, you know, give a listen. Uh, Baby. Good yard work music. Good yard work music. Take care, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.